Hello Sprouts, I'm Crimson Clover and welcome back to Clover Reads. Today we are reading from the Am I the A-holer subreddit. We have 3 stories, all of them involving relationship drama. I'm going to read them, give my opinion. Hopefully that opinion will be given in a coherent manner. And I hope you let me know what you think in the comments down below. So let's get to it then. First story is from Apart Jackfruit 5159. Am I the asshole here for telling our friend group that my boyfriend was cheating on me with my best friend? I'm 25 female and have been with my boyfriend Liam for about 9 months. Things were great until I noticed he was acting distant and secretive with his phone. One day, I saw a message from my best friend Maddie on his phone. When I asked them, both denied anything was going on. Later I found proof that they had been meeting up without telling me. It crushed me. I ended things with both of them. Maddie begged me not to tell anyone, warning that it would cause drama and break up the friend group. Liam wanted another chance. I told a few close friends what happened because I didn't want to disappear without explanation. Now some say I'm the problem for not keeping it quiet. So, am I the asshole here or what? No, OP. You are not the asshole. Maddie is the asshole. Liam is the asshole. Whichever friends in that friend group are blaming you or telling you that you should have kept it quiet, they're also assholes. I don't think I would want to be friends with people who condone cheating. Look, if you're no longer interested in your relationship, just end things with people. There is no need to be an asshole and just string people along. Treating people like backup options while you go have fun elsewhere. I know there are relationships where that can work out if it's consensual and pre-agreed to. This one was obviously not. The moment Liam and Maddie were interested in each other, Liam should have said, "Hey OP, I'm sorry, but I'm now interested in Maddie." And Maddie should have said, like, "Hey bestie, like, I have the hots for your boyfriend. Maybe we should spend some time apart and see if those feelings die down." And if Liam just wants a second chance, I never would have been able to trust him with a second chance, so good on OP for cutting them both off. But the part about disappearing on the friend group without saying anything makes me think that OP was already suspecting that some of them would approve of cheating. And if she did, why was she friends with them in the first place? But hopefully she was able to keep some of her friends and didn't have to cut off the entire group. But yeah, nice, simple, relatively straightforward. Not the asshole for OP. So much assholes for Liam and Maddie. And moving on to story 2 from user Suitable Handbag 239. Am I the asshole for hitting my boyfriend after what he did? I, 21 female, was at my boyfriend, 24 male's apartment earlier today and making us lunch while he was gaming with his friends online. He has this alarm that reminds him to move his car to avoid parking tickets. I don't know if this is just a European thing. The alarm kept going off every few minutes, really loud, and he kept ignoring it. After the 6th time, I went and stood in front of the TV and told him to either turn off the phone or actually go move the car. I can't drive, by the way. As I walked back to the kitchen, I heard him say, "I'll be back. This birch is getting on my nerves." I've never had anyone call me like that. I walked right back over, slapped him, then nailed that we were supposed to be having time together, not him gaming and calling me a slur. He didn't say anything, just went into the bathroom and started blasting music on his phone. I turned off the stove and went back to my place. That was about 4 hours ago. We haven't spoken since. He is my first boyfriend, so I really don't know what to do. Was I the asshole? My dad always raised me to never take crap from people, but that was more about school bullies. Yes, OP. You're the asshole. Well, everybody sucks, okay? You're both assholes. You shouldn't have slapped him. He shouldn't have called you a name. If he was, okay, so what I would have done, and this might be a little petty, since he was gaming online with friends and obviously on a voice call, I would have taken that annoying phone and plopped it on his lap. And because then the mic would have picked it up and his friends would have been equally annoyed, probably, by the alarm going off every few minutes. So then he would have either had to stop and say, hey, I need to go move my car so I don't get a ticket. Or silence the alarm and gotten me a ticket. Or had people rage quit because they got annoyed from the noise. But hitting people is not okay. This should not be your conflict resolution. Like, unless you're actively getting attacked by somebody and you're defending yourself physically, but just in an argument or because someone annoyed you or they insulted you, escalating immediately to physical violence is not okay. So hopefully OP can take a step back. Maybe from the, spend some time cooling off. Maybe find somebody to talk about why their first response to being insulted like this was to resort to physical violence. Unpack that, because it's got to come from somewhere. Maybe break it up with the boyfriend. I don't want to say, well, I did say maybe break it up with the boyfriend, but that feels like a fast escalation. If things have been going okay in the relationship until this moment, talk it out. Because, tell him when he's not engaged with other people, hey, we were supposed to be hanging out. I'm sorry I hit you. I will work on myself so I don't do it again. Also, please actually spend time with me while we're supposed to be spending time together. Because OP was cooking them lunchies. They were supposed to be having food. Now, like, if OP's boyfriend was like a disaster in the kitchen, couldn't be trusted with food, then him being off gaming is one thing. But that in and of itself, can be considered rather disrespectful. Because if someone's at your house and they're cooking for you, and they're there, you're the only two people there, they have no one to engage with, while you're with friends when you should be together. So the boyfriend sucks. The boyfriend is an asshole. OP for not... Well, she didn't actually say whether or not she mentioned anything about the alarms first. Because just getting in front of his game and saying, shut off the alarm or move your car, that is also kind of an asshole thing. But she didn't say whether or not she mentioned anything prior to that, if there was previous engagement. So just getting annoyed enough that you're just going right into standing in front of them seems like a bit of an escalation, and so yeah. Story 2. Everybody sucks. Hopefully, they can learn better communication skills from this. And now moving on to story 3, from Temporary Theme 1071. Am I the a-hole here for telling a married woman's husband that she was sexting my boyfriend? I'm 24 and I have been dating my boyfriend for about a year. He works in a smaller office where everyone is super close, always grabbing drinks after work and texting constantly. I never had an issue with it until a few weeks ago when he started acting sketchy. He was always glued to his phone, stepping out to take calls, and flipping his screen over when I'd walk by. One night he fell asleep with his phone unlocked and I saw a bunch of messages from a woman he works with. Her name's Bree. They started off kind of flirty and escalated to full-on sexting. She sent pictures, he sent them back. They talked about hooking up but not getting caught. What really set me off is she's married. I found her Instagram and sure enough, she posts pictures with her husband and their toddler. Oh no, like everything's perfect. So I messaged him. I told him everything, sent screenshots, and let him know this wasn't just a misunderstanding. He was shocked and thanked me for being honest. My boyfriend lost it. He said I completely overstepped, that it wasn't my place to ruin her marriage, and that I've now made his job miserable. Some of his friends are saying I went too far and should have just left it alone. But honestly, if I was being cheated on, I'd want to know. I didn't lie. I just didn't protect someone who didn't deserve it. Am I the asshole here? No. I don't mean to sound hesitant there, but no, you are not the asshole for informing the affair partner's partner that she was cheating on him. I'm just like, she said she sent the guy screenshots. So hopefully it was just of the text. I'm just like, if she took screenshots of the photos and sent those, does that count as revenge porn? Which is illegal, and she could get in trouble with that. But if it was just of the text-based conversations, I don't think that counts as revenge porn. So I just want OP to be covered and not in trouble, you know? But no. Informing the affair partner's partner, and that poor toddler. Boyfriend sucks. Ex-boyfriend, I'm assuming. The married woman sucks. I don't see how... Okay, so... How did the office find out that OP had contacted this man to tell him his wife was cheating? So did the affair partner go to the office and going, "Oh, I can't stand my affair partner because his girlfriend told my husband I was cheating with him on her"? Like, come on. Sounds like someone who was being a little more gabby than they should have been. Talkative. I'm hoping that OP's boyfriend and coworker were at the same level of coworkerness. Like, one didn't have a position of authority over the other. Because then you can make an argument that someone was getting coerced into it. Like, still not great, but something that you could take to HR and punish the coercive party with, hopefully. But unless the company's policy is no in-office relationships, the company probably would have looked the other way. But again, come on. If you're gonna cheat on your partner, just leave them. I can sort of get why the woman wouldn't want to just leave because she has a toddler and probably doesn't want to have to pay. Well, I don't know which one works from home, right? They didn't really say. Don't know much about that dynamic. Probably thinking I can have this exciting, sparkling affair and keep my steady warmth partner. But no. OP did the right thing. They also maybe would have approached had OP approached the boyfriend first and go, "Hey, you didn't lock your phone the other day and I saw these messages pop up on your screen. It's over between us. And I will give you the chance to tell your affair partner, to tell her husband about it before I go through. Because maybe then they could work things out." That's just being the nice way of doing it. It's not really OP's responsibility to be that nice. Yeah. Not OP's responsibility to be nice. Would have been nice, but not their responsibility. So overall, not the asshole. Hopefully OP isn't friends with the boyfriend's friends. That makes... yeah, those words work in order. Because they were like, no, you shouldn't have told the married man that his wife was cheating on him. If you don't condone cheating, don't be friends with people who condone cheating. Anyway, hopefully I was able to express my opinions on this in a coherent manner. Let me know if you thought I did or not in the comments down below. And that's where I'm gonna leave you for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.